Today I'm talking with Dr. Simone about what are some signs that our child or your children may be susceptible to a food allergy or having an allergy to something that they've eaten or drunk. So what are we looking for?
So food allergies can be a really broad range of symptoms that we see. You can get kids getting a mild rash or a little bit of redness around their mouth.
After they've eaten
a particular food.
Right.
All the way through to the thankfully not very common anaphylactic reactions, which need immediate medical attention and are a very serious situation. We talk a lot, as doctors, we talk a lot about the timing of exposure to certain foods, certainly from an allergy minimisation perspective. Now, there's a couple of things that we need to balance here. The latest advice coming out of the College of Paediatric Allergy Specialists, and this is what they do all day, every day, is that if you are particularly concerned about a certain food and you are still breastfeeding your child, then that is actually the best time to be introducing that particular food that you're concerned about, because your child is still getting some of your immunity through the breast milk.
I find like
so
sometimes
protection
you get kids who are lactose intolerant. Is that because we're not drinking enough milk, or what's the situation with peanut allergies and egg allergies? It's so common these days.
It is so common, and there are allergies that your child will always be allergic to something no matter what, and they will never grow out of it, shall we say. And then, but for the most part, a lot of children do tend to grow out of their egg allergies. Their allergies, shall we say. So, for instance, in the example of egg, we often find that children can have egg that's been baked into something. But can't tolerate scrambled egg. But then you try them again 6 months later and they can have it, or those sorts of things. If your child has developed if you've noticed a sensitivity or a reaction to a certain food, have a chat to your doctor. And most likely your doctor will recommend seeing a children's allergy specialist, a paediatric allergy specialist. And those are the guys who can coordinate the more detailed allergy testing. And they can also do what we call the challenging after a period of time, where if your child has been avoiding a certain food for a period, then they can do in a controlled environment, so generally like a hospital where you've got those things on hand, a challenge with certain foods. One of the things that we can do is in an at-home environment is that if there's a history of food allergies in the family, be mindful of that.
Is it a genetic thing that can be passed down? Or
you can, if someone has a penicillin allergy, then you'd watch that in your kid rather than say, I'm not going to give them penicillin. But if there is that history of allergy, then if you're going to introduce a new food, make sure that you have some antihistamine syrup on hand, or those sorts of things. You can use those from 6 months on safely, and introduce one new food at a time. And that way you know what is the thing that's causing it.
It's so important that we know what is the food that triggered whatever it is that affected our child. So thank you so much, Dr. Simone, for those tips. Now, I know as parents we just want to know what's best for our kid. So there you go. Check your doctor if you have any allergies or your child has any allergies, and keep it locked right here at Mums at the Table.